Chris Hemsworth is back as whoever he plays in the Extraction movies. Oh, come on, don't pretend you know his name. He's just some guy. Extraction 2 is packed with crazy long-take action, just like the first movie, but it's by no means perfect. Here are 6 great moments, and 4 that maybe weren't quite so great. Starting with the positive, everyone loves a big one-take action scene. From the hallway fight in Daredevil Season 1, to the hallway fight in Oldboy, to the, hallway fight in Atomic Blonde. Hold on, why do all of these take place in hallways? Look, the point is, we love long action sequences with no cuts. The combination of technical skill and not being able to look away really ups the adrenaline. And the first Extraction famously included a set piece made to look like one 12-minute unbroken take. Though, obviously, there were some hidden cuts. So when it came to planning the new movie, of course they were going to try and beat that. And oh boy, did they. Extraction 2's Big Oner is an astonishing 21 minutes long, including fistfighting, a car chase, a train chase, crashing helicopters, you name it. Again, there are some hidden cuts, but honestly, who cares when it looks this good? Here's a thumbs down though. How exactly did Mr. Extraction survive the first movie? The original ending is kind of ambiguous, with our hero shot a bunch of times, then falling off a bridge. It clearly leaves things open for a sequel, but now the sequel is here, and the nature of his survival is, again, ambiguous. His team just finds him and brings him ashore? How? And how did he withstand being shot multiple times and then drowning? Beyond plot armor, obviously. Come on, guys. You had a couple of years to think about this. Just give us one line of dialogue. Oh well, I guess I can forgive those slightly fudged details, because once Captain Extraction is nice and healed, we get a seriously great training montage. Just like one-take action scenes, training montages are a Hollywood trope that you can never really get tired of. From Rocky to Team America, they're kind of cheesy, but also a perfect way to get pumped for what's to come.
The time has come for us to start using our acting talents in a different way.
And Extraction 2 gives us a classic. Our guy lifts rocks, does pull-ups, chops wood, all the activities you need to recover from getting shot. The only thing missing? Some kind of power ballad. Maybe that was a step too far for the filmmakers. Like so many great action movies, from Leon to Terminator 2, the first Extraction was all about a big tough badass softening because of his friendship with an innocent child. Though obviously he didn't soften that much, there were still 5,000 people to murder in various creative ways. But the point is, the relationship between John Extraction and his young ward Ovi was the emotional heart of the movie, which makes it kinda weird that Ovi is totally absent from the sequel. There's no mention of him in dialogue, no new or archived footage, nothing at all. We know from behind the scenes details that the young actor couldn't return because of COVID restrictions, which of course is fair enough. But a little passing mention in dialogue wouldn't have hurt. After all, Extraction Man was ready to sacrifice his life to save the kid. That's at least worthy of a quick FaceTime. Here's one thing everyone has to love though. Idris Elba. It's always great to see the actor who elevates even the dumbest movies with his presence. And his quick cameo in Extraction 2 is a lot of fun. He's as funny and charming as ever. And even though he's only really there to sign the Extractor up for his prison break mission, the end of the movie suggests we'll see more of him in the future. More Idris? Extra Elba? Yes, please. You know how sometimes in movies the bad guy has the chance to kill the good guy, or vice versa, but they don't for some dumb reason? And it's clearly because the filmmakers need the characters to still be alive for a later confrontation? Well, it's not a great trope, and it rears its ugly head in Extraction 2. At one point, Nick has a perfect opportunity to shoot Zurab, leader of the villainous Georgian crime syndicate. She could just shoot him right then and there, and he would fall to his death. Perfect, job done. But she doesn't, and he returns to menace them later on. Sloppy. Action movie fans love a creative kill. What can you say? We're bloodthirsty animals. And Chris Hemsworth, or to call him by his character's name, Extracty McGee, has some doozies in the new movie. Among all the shootings, stabbings, and punchings, there's a great fight in a gym, including a moment where our hero uses a leg press and weights to trap a bad guy and crush his head. It's good to savor the little joys in life, you know? The lack of Ovi doesn't mean that there's zero emotion in Extraction 2. You may remember from the first movie that our hero, Thomas the Extraction Engine, left his wife Mia behind to go to war because he couldn't deal with the pain of losing their child. Well, Mia appears in the new movie. In fact, she's the one who hires her ex-husband. Their meeting is pretty emotionally charged and well played by both actors. And it's a good reminder that even amongst all the shooting, stabbing, and crushing people's heads with weights, it's nice to have some recognizable human emotion too. Sulky teenagers. They're a pain in real life, and they're a pain in the movies. Extraction 2 has Sandro, and I have to be honest, he's kind of the worst. Even if you can slightly sympathize with his confusion, he runs away from the safe house and lets the bad guys know exactly where they are, and loads of people die. Sandro, go to your room. Chris Hemsworth isn't afraid of putting his body through severe stress for his roles. Just look at how much he bulks up to play Thor. But Extraction 2 required him to literally set his arm on fire for the prison break set piece. And you know what? I just want to stand up and salute that level of dedication. Extra points for his character, I forget the guy's name, putting out the fire by punching people. That's metal AF. So, there's 6 great things and 4 slightly less great things about Extraction 2. But let's finish with a wild behind-the-scenes detail. This one took a lot of research for us to uncover, and it's going to blow your mind. Did you know that in the Extraction movies, Chris Hemsworth plays a guy called Tyler Rake? You heard it here first.